Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's Sierra and Chris.
And we're going to do a little intro to our channel. Basically, what our channel is going to be about is just the adventures that our little family goes on. More than likely it'll be vlogging, but maybe we will do some sit down things, kind of like this, questionnaires or challenges or things like that. Usually we have Zaina, but right now she's with my mom. We do have a Neptune, our new puppy, here with us, and we will be uploading a video about like how we got Neptune, I guess. We're gonna give you a little bit about our background, so I'll go first and then you can go, babes. So I was born in Wisconsin and I lived there for 9 years. We moved to West Virginia. We lived there until I was 14, and then we moved to, or maybe I was 14 or 15, and then we moved to Springfield, Tennessee, which is about 20 minutes from Nashville, Tennessee, and I lived there for a year, and then we moved to Kingsport, and I lived there for a while, on and off, basically, because when I was 18, I kind of moved around the Tri-Cities area, and then we'll continue on from there after Christopher talks about his.
So I'm born in California. I moved I moved to Virginia when I was 14 going on 15. Graduated high school early, then decided to stay here for a little bit longer until I decided to move back to California by myself. Went through that whole growing process. It was really hard. Then came back out here before the year I was about to turn 21, a few months before I turned 21. And just been here in Virginia in the Tri-Cities ever since.
Mm-hmm. And then how old are we? So I am 22.
And I'm almost 30, 27.
He just turned 27 like a few weeks ago.
I pretty much might as well be 30.
So the next question is, how did we meet? So basically we met through social media, and when we very first started texting, I texted him a picture of me drinking like a beer, and he basically stopped talking to me, and that was on a Friday. And then on a Monday I said, well, should I just delete your number? And he was like, who is this?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then tell them the reason that I almost stopped talking to you.
Why'd you almost stop talking to me?
Because your picture from the airport.
Oh, because I'm Hispanic and I'm Mexican, you know? Latino, born in California, Mexican parents. Anyways, so I said something about TSA trying to find a right here because I was at the airport.
And
she didn't believe me that I was Mexican.
I thought that he was just your typical white boy.
She thought I was racist.
I thought he was racist, and my daughter is biracial. She is Cameroonian, which is a place in Africa, and then she's obviously like white. So she is biracial. So I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's racist. I can't talk to him anymore. So basically both of us had reasons to stop talking to each other, but then we like worked it out, I guess. And I actually don't even usually drink. I literally do it like every now and then. And that just so happened to be the one time that I was. So then we decided that we were going to meet up. And we only lived like 45 minutes from each other. So we were going to meet at this one spot. And we were supposed to meet like 12 or something. And when he was supposed to meet me, I like called him. And he was like, oh yeah, I just woke up. My parents he was living with his parents and I was living with my parents. He's like, yeah, I just woke up. I gotta take the dog out of the house. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, well, what park are you going to? And I'll meet you there. So basically when he told me what park he was at, I Googled it, and I was driving like a mad woman to get over here because I was like distraught that he basically ditched me. And the park that we came to is actually this park, which is
Sugar Hollow.
Oh my gosh, I almost said the park that we live right next to. Sugar Hollow.
I used to live near, well, my parents house is near this park. And I was just really shy and nervous and stuff to meet her because I really did think she was just so perfect and cute and wonderful, and you know, we were just vibing so good over text message and over the phone, and I was just nervous and stuff, but you know, so I just decided, I was like, well, let me just lie to her and tell her that I gotta take my dog to the park.
Which she really was at the park when I got
but
here.
I really was here at the park.
And when we met, it was so funny. This guy was clearly not going to meet me. He was wearing cargo looking pants, he was wearing a long sleeve shirt, he was wearing a fanny pack, but not like in a cool style.
Haters gonna hate.
It was in like a nerdy way. And then he had his dog tied to his backpack, and I was like, oh my gosh. But then I gave him the benefit of the doubt. We went and hung out, and we hung out literally for like 10 hours, and it was just crazy because it didn't feel like that. And then when it was like the end of the day and he walked me to my car, I was like, I'm for sure gonna marry this dude. So ever since then, like with my daughter, before I met him, I was like a single mom, and he would drive out to where I lived with my parents. He would drive 45 minutes every single day after he got off work to come over and help me with Zaina. And I don't know, I just like fell in love with him. He was like very easy to fall in love with, where he helped me with Zaina, and like obviously you want a man who like loves your child and things like that, so it was just very easy to fall in love with him. And then I started staying at his house a little bit with his parents, and his parents are super awesome too. So one day all three of them were like, you should just move in with us, and I was like, okay, that sounds good. So that's literally like just how it happened. Is I moved in and stayed there for a while, and we went to a lot of adventures. We went to California, Chicago, Canada, and then in
Mexico.
In November, he proposed to me on Thanksgiving, which is kind of funny because I literally said, don't propose to me on a holiday, don't propose to me
in front of people,
because it makes me like really like self-conscious. And he literally proposed in front of his family. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing, but it was really funny because the ring that he gave me, I didn't like it like at all, and I really struggled if I should tell him or not. But I had to get it resized, the ring resized anyway, so I was like, well, I might as well just tell him. So I told him and ended up picking out my own wedding or engagement ring. But yeah, and then his parents decided they were going to move to California, and where I'm in school and he has a good job, we thought, maybe we should just stick around a little bit here in this area. And we ended up buying a house together. That's our life, that's how we met, and that's where we're at right now. And maybe we'll sit down and do story time about traveling across country in a car with a toddler to California, or just other things like that later on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little introductory to our channel. Alright, you guys, so we just had a huge dilemma with a bug, but I hope you guys like and subscribe. I don't even know what to say anymore. Subscribe to our channel and just give us a thumbs up, turn on the bell,
notifications.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and if we're awkward in videos, it's because we're super new to this and we're just awkward people in general. Oh my god!
There's the bug again.
No!
It's a bug.
Chris, seriously, stop.
Hey,
Please,
it's another bug. Wait, Chris, don't.
Get it!
Okay, don't.
Chris!
Hey!
Chris, get it!
Okay, I got it. Wait, don't. Okay, face. Okay, just come over here.
No!
Okay, use my phone. Face, I can't reach it.
Chris, I don't care what you have to do, get it.
Okay.
Chris, seriously.
I'll get it.
Chris, please. Chris!